Hey guys, it's Jefferson from Kentucky Kingdom. I'm here with special guest Mark Bruner, the legend. So tell me a little about yourself.
I've pretty much worked here from the beginning, worked for every owner operator, other than the 5 years we were closed and the 6 years where I was in school.
Cool. So, you're going to tell us some hidden Easter eggs around the park today, is that
Yes,
right?
we are. We're gonna go
Mark
through the
Bruner
whole
here
park.
knows anything and everything about Kentucky Kingdom. You can walk up to him and encyclopedia. All right, you ready to show us around?
Oh yeah, let's
All
go.
right, let's do it. So you say right here where we're standing, right in front of Fearfall. What are we standing in front of, or what are we standing on?
We were standing on what was the pad for Fountain Ferry Ice Cream. It was our ice cream shop. It paid tribute to the old Fountain Ferry amusement park that was in West Louisville all the way up through 1969.
Okay.
So in it we had pictures of the old park, old rides and that, and it was just to pay tribute to the old park. Fountain Ferry Ice Cream, the building was here pretty much from the beginning. When the park was closed in the dark years, it got broke into and vandalized, and water was left on. So the building got flooded, so the foundation was destroyed, so we had to take it out. It was an ice cream parlor.
Just an ice cream parlor, yeah. Cool. Wow. If you ever come down here by Fearfall, look right in front of you, you'll see the footers right here, correct?
Yes,
These
those
were the
are the
beams used to be, the
foundations.
foundation.
Cool.
Right next to Auntie B's, right in front of Fearfall. First Easter egg of the day,
Fountain Ferry Ice Cream.
Fountain Ferry Ice Cream. There we go. We're on the location of what Marcus told me is the second roller coaster ever put in at Kentucky Kingdoms.
Vampire.
This right
The
here,
entrance. It went up. We had the queue through here. You headed back towards where Lightning Run is where the main coaster sat. We're getting ready to show you one of the other foundations that's still left from the original Vampire.
super cool, yeah. So people would literally walk up into here to get into the queue. The queue stood right about there, and where was the station?
Station was just on the other side of the walkway.
Cool, awesome. Still here, guys. Still have foundations. Still have pathways. A lot of people wonder, like little pathways like this, why they'd be here, but it's because
Original rides.
Original
It was
rides.
just easier to leave the pads as opposed to dig it all up.
exactly. So we're standing right where the Vampire stood, correct?
Yes.
So this is where the foundation was, and you said this is the last known footer of Vampire.
Station was in the back, came out, boomerang, yeah. Through the boomerang, and the support for the boomerang ended up here, and there was another one on the other side that we took out. Well, everything else was taken out, but this one got left.
Yeah, guys, so if you guys want to see one of the last, or the last, Vampire footer, it's over here, kind of behind Fearfall, kind of next to Bounty. Super cool piece of history, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so as we're walking through the park, Mark is just remembering things that we were even going to cover. So what are we standing on right now?
The old entrance to Necropolis from the original Hollow Scream, our original haunted house. This
Original
was
haunted
the
house.
entrance.
Cool. Those of you who don't know, we're bringing back Hollow Scream this year. We're super excited. We're going to release, but we're going to have very, very soon, so stay tuned. Are you excited about Hollow Scream?
Very excited about Hollow Scream.
More to come, I promise. All right, let's go on in. We're going to see Grease Lightning. Here we go. We are at the burial site of beloved Grease Lightning. You know, Grease Lightning was the very first upside-down roller coaster I ever rode in my life.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. It might have been one of the first roller coasters I ever rode, honestly. I really don't know.
Short height requirement.
Short height.
Everyone rode it. It was a classic coaster by Schwarzkopf. When our park found out we were getting it, I told our boss, I said, that's my coaster for that year. I was the team leader the year we got it. I was able to put more people through this ride in an hour than Chang could put through in an hour.
Really? Did you guys race compete kind of like that? You guys had numbers on that?
We kept numbers. We
Oh,
kept
that's
track
cool.
of how many people rode every hour and through the day.
How much maintenance went into Grease Lightning?
A lot of maintenance.
A lot of maintenance?
A lot of maintenance because
Yeah.
there was a lot of breaks, tweaking. If it rained, you'd have to change things. If it's too hot, you'd have to change things.
Yeah, no, I bet. Cool. So, what are we standing? What are we standing on right here? I mean, I know we have footers. Obviously, I think these held the track, correct?
These footers were holding supporting track as it went up the back spike.
Cool.
This is the base for the cylinder where the counterweight was that dropped to launch the train every cycle. It's 4,000 pounds of concrete that dropped. Train shot out of the station 0 to 60 in 4 to 5 seconds.
Wow.
Foundations are left here. Foundations for the supports are sitting back there that we incorporated into the drop on Lightning Run.
Yes. All right, as you can see behind us, we didn't totally scrap everything from Greased Lightning. You can tell that we still have used some parts of it. But what did that hold?
The concrete sitting up tall was the foundations for the vertical loop. So you shot out of the station, through the loop, then you went up the back spike, then you went backwards through the hose, and then up a back spike in the back, which the footers are still on the back side as well. It was more economical for the park when we reopened to leave the foundations as opposed to digging all this concrete up and then having to fill it back in. It's just easier to leave it.
Definitely.
And it's history.
It's history. No, I think it's cool that we still have parts of old rides here.
We incorporated,
yeah, definitely. Not. It's still alive. Give it new meaning, right?
Yes.
New meaning. And as a lot of you may know, we still use the Greased Lightning original station for Lightning Run now. So
A little modification.
it's still pretty cool how you can see how the train comes out same way it did for Greased. Same path, same everything. Still at the burial site of what used to be Greased Lightning, what is now Lightning Run. So I actually have a picture of you standing about right here, right in front of the sign from the Six Flags Day.
Yes.
Have you seen that picture?
Yes.
All right, so we might have to reenact that. But tell us a little bit about Greased Lightning and whenever they were constructing it.
When they decided to put in Greased Lightning, we had a straight sectional path to use. We had to reroute the antique cars. So they had to reroute the antique cars. So the antique cars now, the path is from the rerouting to get the bridge in to get you to the station. So you had to create 2 tunnels for the cars.
So next time you're on the Tin Lizzies, which we're about to go over there next, I have a little Easter egg from them too. Know that they were originally going straight through here with no problem.
Yeah.
And once they built Greased Lightning, they had to find a way to keep the antique cars going on its normal trail. So they said,
Close.
let's build a tunnel.
Tunnel it.
Let's tunnel it.
Then we had to reroute the cars once we got it built because the cars couldn't make the turns. They had to re-pour concrete before we could even reopen the ride.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going through the park.
Let's go. We're in the plaza area in front of Professor John's by King Louis Kitchen and Anna B's. This whole area has been used for several different rides over the course of the history of the park. The original park, this area was the log flumes station. When we had a log flume way back then.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't alive then.
That log flume left in '87, the year the park opened.
Oh yeah, I wasn't, I thought. So after it was the log flumes, then it was held by...
Actually, Squid went in first. Yeah, Squid, the old wet, dry water slides.
That was right here.
Was right here. Towers are back there, and you ended up walking up this way to get off the ride. Path was back that way. When Roadrunner came in, it all was put there. When we built Lightning Run, all the parts were stored right here.
This is the queue from
Roadrunner Express.
Queue, and of course, a lot of the big Easter egg over here is
Big
definitely.
Easter egg is that Wile E. Coyote is still part of the park.
I mean,
It's kind of hard to take it out because we have to replace the concrete, so it's easier to leave it free. It's a little Easter egg to look for.
little Easter egg. Next time you're at the park, check out over here by Professor John's, right here in the picnic area next to Annie B's. You'll see Wile E. Coyote right there. Pretty cool piece of history.
Oh yes.
All right, we made our way over to Scoops. All right, so we're sitting in some seats that Marcus told me are not originally from here, correct?
No, they're not from here.
All right, where did these booths, these tables, these seats, everything in Scoops come from?
All the furniture inside Scoops came from Six Flags Astroworld.
Six Flags Astroworld, all the way from there. So I'm guessing the Six Flags Day, they were just moving things left and right from park to park to park. And when they got Kentucky Kingdom, they're like, hey, we need some new furniture, right?
It's Astroworld. When they were closing Astroworld, everything inside Astroworld was being sent to all the other parks. So we were fortunate enough to acquire furniture that we now have inside Scoops.
Cool. And also, we have a few other things from Astroworld we're going to save for a little bit later.
Yes.
But we have more than just this from Astroworld. So any of you guys that geek out over the Astroworld and everything that happened there, we have a lot of history here that is actually from that park that you can actually still sit and eat and touch and today.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. Let's go to the next one. Made our way over to the Tin Lizzies. So tell us about the Tin Lizzies. Tell us a little bit about what you know.
In 1987, the original park, the Tin Lizzies were electric. We had 6 cars on the track that ran on an electric track. We had a flapper underneath them to make them sound like they were running on motors, but they were electric. When the park reopened, the electric cars disappeared and we got gasoline-powered cars. Those cars came from Americana Amusement Park in southern Ohio. That park is no longer operational either. And then in '95, we acquired the cars that we currently have now, which are from Opryland. So the antique cars have had 3 different sets of cars.
Wait, let me back you up. You're telling me we had electric cars that's underneath, they had the sound of a motor that would make them sound. So we had electric cars before it was cool, Elon.
Yes.
A Tesla, we had the electric cars before it was really cool, but we actually converted back to gas cars. All right, well, that's something I didn't know. That's fantastic, actually. So Tin Lizzy's still alive to this day, have been going since
1987.
1987. So still, antique cars really are antique. They don't just look antique, they are antique. That's super cool.
And this year they had all new paint jobs done to them. They were all with new paint shop, got all new designs on them.
Hey, that's super cool. Yeah, new paint job, still running. As you saw earlier, they had to dig those tunnels over there. So the next time you go through those iconic tunnels at the Tin Lizzy's, know it's because when Grease Lightning was being built, we had to be rerouted. Cool. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
All right, we're at the Hurricane Bay Beach Club. All right, now this hasn't always been the beach club. What did it originally used to be?
It was a station for the go-karts.
Station for the go-karts. So here's a picture of what it looked like. I mean, how long was the track? How fast did they go?
They would do about 20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour?
Singles, the doubles. The track was fairly long for the size that we had. It was a compact space because it had to fit around the thing that was above it. But the go-karts were fun. The queue actually we still use to go to Kentucky Flyer and Skycatcher. The queue for go-karts.
Oh, cool. So basically, you would queue up over here, and you would go in, and then you would get in and go.
Load you up, and out you went. We could use, well, depending upon how many people we had out on the track. If we had enough operators out on the track, we could put about 20 cars out.
That's cool. That's super cool. All right, let's keep going. We're this side of the park. I think we know what's next.
All right.
All right, Mark, we've made our way over. Thank you. Everyone knows what stood here. Everyone talks about it, but let's finally talk about what used to be here, what this tree represents, and why it is the way it is today.
Why it is the way. We're standing generally in the main area of what was our stand-up roller coaster, Chang. The tree represents where the station was, because that tree actually grew up through the roof of the station.
Really?
Back in the day, we had a hole cut in the top of the roof, and the tree grew up through it. It's been able to truly grow itself out now that the station's gone. But the berm that's all back here is what's left of all the concrete and rebar from all the foundations for Chang. When Chang was taken out and removed, the concrete was left. And to do what we have done with the water park expansion, all that concrete had to go somewhere. So it was put at the far property line, covered over with dirt, let it grass grow, blocks the view of what was on the other side, so it gives an aesthetic. And then this year we cut through that berm with our Kentucky Flyer.
Yeah, so where Chang used to be now is a great water park. We have the second tallest water slide. We have the Adventure River. If you ever rode the Adventure River, great time. And now home to the new Kentucky Flyer. Let's keep moving. All right, let's actually go over to Taco Tequila. Taco Tequila used to be the...
At one point it was a laser maze game, and then it became the exit for Chang.
Okay.
Because it gave shots.
Let's go over there and check it out.
All right.
Right behind us, we have Taco Tequila, which wasn't always a Taco Tequila stand, you told me? I thought it was.
It was originally a pup tent for a laser maze battle game, and then they took it out, built the building itself, and then turned it into the exit for Chang, into a gift shop.
Wow.
The Six Flags thing was to exit out of a new coaster or a major coaster into a gift shop.
Definitely. No, I mean, you gotta make revenue, I guess.
Revenue.
But you said the current restrooms where you go in is where you enter.
Yes, the current entrance to what is our restrooms now was the actual entrance into the gift shop.
Oh, wow. Super cool. All right, if you haven't been to Taco Tequila, since it is Taco Tequila now, great food here at Taco Tequila. Let's move on over to Raging River Rapids ride. You ready? Go. Raging River Rapids ride. One of my favorites, honestly.
It's a great ride.
It's a great ride. No, it still runs fantastic. I think it's a great ride. Tell us about where this ride's from and its history.
The pumps and the conveyor belts and workings of the actual ride all came from Opryland.
Wow.
So we didn't get the 12 passenger RAS because we didn't have the space for that big of a trough, so we had to get a smaller trough, so we got smaller boats. The problem was the pumps were designed to pump water for a 12-person trough. So when we started pumping that much water through the smaller trough, it created some issues.
Really?
It created a wave. Actually had a wave as it went around the curve. It waved it out and rolled it out. So we had to divert 30,000 gallons of water a second back into the main storage bin. That's why that area right beside the station is where all this water flows out.
Oh,
Just to
okay.
divert water so that it doesn't flood the trough.
Interesting. Cool. I mean, it may have added a little bit of an extra
Excitement.
wave, a little extra excitement. I mean, I think you have a trough made for 12. You put 6 through, it'd be more fun, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
be a little rough.
Be a little rough. Cool. All right, well, Raging River Rapids Ride, now you know. Originally, the pumps are from Opryland. And come check out Raging River Rapids Ride. Still running great here. We love it. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
We're here at this very strange looking red building. Could you tell us a little bit about what this red building is?
This is what is left of what was Top Eliminator Dragsters. The dragster track was on the back side. This building right here was the actual maintenance bays. This little building out here in the front was the gift shop.
Cool.
We had one point there was a ride simulator NASCAR car that you could sit there and VR set ride in a NASCAR.
Hey, that was before VR was cool.
Yeah.
We had it first. We had electric cars and VR before it was cool, everyone. So you said that we used to have a big fake
It
or
had
the prop
Top
car.
Eliminator up top, and then it had a prop car sticking out as part of the sign.
All right, now let's go to the back side. So
All right.
what's left of the track there?
Let's head that
All
way.
right, we're here at the back side of what was Top Eliminator Dragsters. Now, this doesn't look like Dragsters.
No, it's out of the storm.
It's a roller coaster, right?
No, not a coaster. Not a coaster.
Not a coaster. All right, so right here we had 6 tracks, correct, you said?
6 tracks, 6 cars, 6 bays. If the cars were out of service, we would just push them. They would stay in the back. We'd have the door closed, and there would just be a blank spot out here. But the cars that were in service, they were all out. Load them up. Let them move up to the yellow line that's still here, and that was the goal line. Countdown, lights go green. Then you had control of your car. You stepped on the gas, went.
And you said these were 100% real dragster
They were dragster cars,
They weren't
real
like
engines.
an amusement park made like
No.
a modified version. They literally went and they flew back. And once you get to the end of the track,
It used coaster brakes to slow the cars down. So they would hit the end, stop, then it would kick into reverse, and the cars would roll back to the beginning. The operators had control of it to put them in reverse and to get them set to go. After that, we turned over control to the person in the car. Once they could hear what we were talking to them, we told them, you have control, let off your brake just enough to roll up to the line, don't cross the line, wait for the green light to go.
no, there's no tracks here anymore because obviously we have this we have this looper,
Ride.
this loop ride over here. Just kidding. Let's go down here. Let's take a look at what the track we have left.
Okay.
All right. We've made it to the track. I mean, they look pretty warped now, but like you said, this is pretty far down here. I mean,
Far down.
yeah. So the tracks here, you said this would be the brake part of it.
Brake runs, so the car would slow down at the end of the race. You hit the finish line, it would slow you down. We'd throw the car into reverse, and it would roll it back to the station to get everyone out, reload for the next race.
Wow. So and you said at the very down here, you'll see we have the air tanks here from the air brakes. You said they were like brakes, just like a normal coaster would have.
Coaster brakes.
Coaster brakes. And if you got too far down, the emergency brakes were the same thing. It's just the brakes were fully closed.
Stop you from hitting the end of the track.
So actually, let's turn around here and show what's on the other side of the camera.
All right, let's do that.
So those
Memories.
memories, that's right. So now we have Scream Extreme, but before Scream Extreme, tell everyone what we had. A lot of people know.
These are the cars from Enterprise. They're sitting in storage waiting to be sold to a park that wants to use them for spare parts for their Enterprise.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still Enterprise out there, right?
Yes, there are still Enterprises out there.
Yeah, who has one?
I know Kennywood has.
All right, Kennywood, give it. What do you need parts? We got them now. I said that Grease Lightning was my very first upside down roller coaster. My very first upside down ride was Enterprise here. I think number 3 was mine. But still sitting back here. If you're walking back here by the racetrack or what used to be the dragster track, we have all of our Enterprise cars sitting back here. Comment below if you have any ideas of an idea we could do with 1 or 2 of these. I I think we made a photo booth opportunity out of it. Maybe something cool like that. Something cool. Or heck, I say we put wheels in the bottom, and these are our new wheelchairs. Perfect, right? New wheelchairs out of the Enterprise machines. Who would buy one? Really, who would buy one? All right, let's keep going. We're almost through the whole park. Let's keep going.
All right.
Storm Chaser. No, nothing from Storm Chaser can be old, right?
Oh, everything from Storm Chaser's old except for the red track and the beams the red track sits on.
That's right. All right, so these concrete footers down here, correct?
Yes.
Right? Those are originally from
Twisted Sisters.
Twisted Sisters.
Twisted Twins.
Twisted Twins. I was going to correct you.
Sisters, twins.
All right, cool. So basically, tell me what you know about this layout.
The layout was a dueling racing coaster. The station was two-sided, which one side is the station now for Storm Chaser. The other side is the maintenance side, but that was the other side. The stations the lifts passed each other, the drops passed each other.
Yeah. So
They raced side by side on these footers right through here. When they started designing what ended up being this layout of Storm Chaser, you'll start out on one side and you'll end up on the other, so it uses both sides of the original two coasters for the layout.
So you said when you go up the lift hill, you're technically riding up.
Lola. When you do the turn, you turn onto Stella's track and you do the drop on Stella. You attach back to Lola for the speed hill, and then it ends up doing the turn on Stella's side, and you go cross back and forth, Lola, Stella, the rest of the way.
It's perfect. No, such a cool piece of history that you still somewhat get to ride it. Did you like Twisted Twins?
I operated
Sisters.
I operated the twins.
You operated them?
I did operate.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So, Storm Chaser has the footers from the original ride, the wooden roller coaster, Twisted Twins, Twisted Sisters, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool piece of history.
Double trouble.
Double trouble, that's right. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done here, and it's hot. All right, Mark, we made our way over to the Flying Dutchman. Now, I didn't know, the first thing I was told when I started working here, Flying Dutchman is our oldest ride.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Flying Dutchman was originally operated at Kings Island up in Ohio. It opened at Kings Island in 1973. In 91, they took it out to put in their mine train coaster, Adventure Express, so they had it up for sale. Our park bought it. Our maintenance department went up with a U-Haul in a trailer and brought back it over the course of a week. Brought
Really?
everything back, so it was cost effective for us to get a new ride.
That's super,
So we put it in, and it was our new ride for 91.
super cool. I mean, we have a lot of things around here that's from all over the country, all over the amusement park country. And
Yes.
it's pretty cool to have one from not that far down the road.
No,
But yeah, cool. All right.
it still runs just as good.
Go ahead and comment below any that you think we've missed or any that you think you know that we haven't covered today. There's a lot that we haven't covered, right?
Yes.
We're walking through the park, we're seeing things like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. But comment below some little things you're like, oh, you forgot that, and maybe we'll go back. All right, let's do it. Keep going. Cool. I mean, we're over the tornado, and this is super cool. I mean, always been the tornado, correct?
No, not all.
What? All right, what was it? Tell me what it was.
This is the actual entrance for what was the Quake.
The Quake. Classic ride. Go pick up your Quake t-shirt at the 5D along with Chang Vampire. Pick up all your shirts. But Twisted Twins, I'm not forgetting Twisted Twins. I was just testing you. No, but this is where the Quake stood.
Yeah.
And you told me some stories about how you used to operate the Quake, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what is your favorite memory about operating the Quake?
We had the ability to change the programs, the original, so that there's 9 different programs the Quake could operate on. Half of them were mirrors of the other one, so we'd start to the left or you'd start to the right.
Wow.
But there were different intensity levels, so there was a mild ride, then there was a really aggressive ride.
Yeah.
Our favorite ones was the aggressive ride.
Yeah, favorite one's the
Naturally.
aggressive rides. Yeah, I mean, if you come over and ask for a good time at Kentucky Kingdom, we'll give you a good ride, right?
So, yes.
All right, so this entrance isn't the only thing that we still have at the park that is still from the Quake.
No, there's still sections of concrete that were the theming of Quake, because this area was supposed to be like it was hit by the Quake.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. Now let's go over to what really stands out today of the Quake. All right, let's head over there. Mark, what happened to this wall?
When the Quake hit the park, this is what happened. This is what's left of what happened when the Quake hit.
Wow, this is This is
The last remnants of main theming.
wow. So this is actually really this is where the logo was from where the Quake was.
The Quake logo set pretty much in this big blank spots.
Wow, that's super cool. And you said that you were telling me we were walking over here. If you ever walk around Swampwater Jacks over this area, the sidewalk or the sidewalk
collapsed and
collapsed.
it created the walls that the planters are now in.
You can see where the planter beds around Tornado, they were made to look like the sidewalk was blown away
When the
from
quake hit.
When the quake hit. Looking at the ceiling, this is a very oddly shaped ceiling.
It is very odd. They are structural part of the ceiling, so we could not remove them.
Really?
Yes,
There's no taking them down. So I mean,
they're here.
what is this odd shape? Tell me.
They're all Looney Tunes characters. We have Bugs Bunny in here, Tweety's in here, Sylvester, Roadrunner, Coyote. You just have to look up and try to figure out which one's which.
Yeah, a little bit of a guessing game over here. But actually, we have a different guessing game.
Yes,
All right,
we
you
do.
want to tell them what it is?
We'd like to know what you think this is and where it came from.
All right.
Comment down below.
Comment down below what you think this car is from. I didn't know until Mark here shared. We're back here at the ring toss. So tell us a little bit about the ring toss.
Ring Toss, when we acquired it, was after Astroworld closed. This is one of the things that they sent us. So we acquired this from Astroworld.
Wow, cool. So did we have ring toss before we had this, or did we not have a ring toss at all?
Structure itself, the fixture is from Astroworld.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, the ring toss fixture is from Astroworld, and we got one more in store for you guys. Let's head over to the Season Pass Center. We've made it to our very last Easter egg of Kentucky Kingdom. We've made it to the Season Pass Center, which originally was
The Singing Cafe.
the Singing Cafe. So tell me what we'd find inside the Singing Cafe, which is now the Season Pass.
Right now, with it being season passes, we've got it set up for stalls, and there's another room with more areas to get more pictures taken. And there's another wall. Behind that wall is the stage. The stage is still there.
Yeah, the stage is still there. Actually, it's where our team members go now. It's kind of where they have their breaks and things like that. We do training back there now, which is actually the original stage of the Singing Cafe. It's pretty cool. Cool. All right, well, let's do an outro, okay?
All right.
What a day, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark showed us so much stuff around the park. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day
welcome.
to show me some of the things that I didn't know about the park. You're really an encyclopedia. Thank you so much for showing me everything. Be sure to go on social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Be sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment below of what else we should do in the park. Leave a comment below of other things in the park that we didn't cover today. Like any other secrets that you think that you know that we haven't covered today. Cool. All right, that's all we got. Thanks a lot, Mark. All right.